You're welcome to our 11th lesson in integrated science. I hope you're doing well and studying very hard. We are beginning a new topic, as I pointed out to you in our previous lesson. And under section, we are looking at energy, and the unit is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. What are the specific objectives? You are expected by the end of the lesson to identify the meaning of the term photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. 2. List the factors necessary for photosynthesis to take place. List the factors necessary for photosynthesis to take place. Then finally, you should be able to write the word equation for photosynthesis. Now, let's begin. What is the term photosynthesis? Now, before we define or give the definition of photosynthesis, let us look at the word itself, what it constitutes. We are saying that the word photosynthesis consists of the word photo, which means light, and the word synthesis, meaning manufacture or production. So putting the two words together, we'll have the word photosynthesis. We're saying that plants, unlike animals, are called or are autotrophic. And what do we mean by the word autotrophic? It means they can produce their own food. Now, the ultimate source of energy needed by plants is the sun. Now, what then is the meaning of photosynthesis? It is defined as the process whereby plants manufacture their own food using water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. So, principal in the definition are the following keywords. First of all is the process, meaning that it has a beginning and it has an end. And the focus is on plants, not on animals. We are saying these plants are able to manufacture their own food. They are able to manufacture their own food. And what they use water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay? You can as well define photosynthesis in other ways, but the main keywords such as plants manufacture their own food should be present. Alright, let's move on to look at factors necessary for photosynthesis to take place. Right in the definition, we can point out some prominent factors the process photosynthesis depend on. 1, mentioned sunlight, so sunlight. 2, chlorophyll, the green pigment in the chloroplast of plant cells, water, and of course, carbon dioxide. So these are the factors necessary for photosynthesis to take place. Now, let us move on to our final objective for today's lesson. What is the word equation for photosynthesis? In other words, what is the chemical reaction that represents photosynthesis, showing how raw materials are combined in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and what will be the products. So, as you can see, the equation consists of the raw materials, which are carbon dioxide and water. These are combined in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight to produce the first product, or the useful product, glucose, as a useful product, and oxygen as a waste product. So this is the word equation for photosynthesis. Don't worry yourself learning the chemical equation involving the formulas of the raw materials and the products. For a level, you're expected to know or be able to write only the word equation. All right. By way of summary, we learned to define photosynthesis. We said photosynthesis consists of two main words: photo, which means light, and synthesis, which means production or manufacture. We moved on to look at the definition of photosynthesis as a process whereby plants manufacture their own food using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Then we moved on to look at factors necessary for photosynthesis to take place. We identified sunlight, chlorophyll, water, and carbon dioxide. We then ended with the word equation for photosynthesis, which contains the raw materials, carbon dioxide, and water combined in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to form glucose and oxygen. You have to note that the glucose that is formed during photosynthesis will later be processed to form starch. So starch is said to be the end or final product of photosynthesis. My dear learners, what do you expect in our next lesson? In our next lesson, we shall look at factors of photosynthesis. I think there's a mistake. It's function, it's supposed to be function. So research into the function of each factor of photosynthesis. Research into function of each factor of photosynthesis. Congratulations for being patient with this short lesson. You can do further studies If you want to ask questions on this lesson, you can WhatsApp me using the Vodafone number. Alright. Make sure you do the exercise as well. And I promise to come back with yet another interesting lesson under photosynthesis. Till then, stay safe. Bye-bye.